Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I would like to talk about deception and not letting yourself be deceived. And I feel like I've been touching on this a little bit in videos lately, but I think that it needs to be addressed specifically. And, we have been talking a lot about the spiritual warfare that is happening and the way things are playing out in the collective currently. And what we have to understand is there is a lot of deception going on right now. There has been a lot of deception going on right now. That is kind of the point of that's why it's called spiritual awakening, because you are awakening to the deception. You're awakening to the deception of society, the deception of the higher ups, or the deception of the powers that be, whatever you think it is. Now, part of my awakening was, let's call it the conspiracy theory phase. And I was starting to get really into it and really wrapped up into it, and it was inciting emotions of lower vibrations, anger, fear, that mistrust, that when you start to realize that you have been being deceived your entire life, it is more than eye-opening or shocking. There's really not the words to describe it. It's that feeling of mistrust, like how whenever you felt like if someone close to you has lied to you and you've uncovered that lie, it's like that feeling, that feeling of sadness. And why I say it was a conspiracy theory phase was because I want to say very quickly, but not that quickly, but I eventually came to discover that I wanted to get to the solution. Like, okay, now my eyes are open to a lot of the deceptions that have been going on. What's the solution? What do I do? Do I need to scream it from the mountaintops? Do I need to tell every single person I see? But yet, like, if you've ever spoken to someone who's unawakened about things and they're not ready to hear it, you'll know what I mean when I say that telling every single person really doesn't do anything, because if someone's not ready to receive the message, they are not ready to receive the message. And it's the divine's place to put that spark in front of them when they're ready to receive it. And sometimes it does come from people, yes. But I started to really want to search for the solution. Like, what do we do? Because I was, these conspiracy theories were inciting all of this fear. It was inciting all these lower vibrational emotions. And then I was learning that, these darker energies feed off of those emotions. And I was like, well, then it doesn't make sense for me to continue down this rabbit hole of these conspiracy theories that are inciting these lower vibrational emotions, and then it's kind of what the lower vibrational energies, the darker energies want, because that's their food. Well, I can't continue to feed them with my own fear and doubt and sadness and every other lower vibrational feeling that these theories, and anger, that these theories incite. Well, what do I do? And I came to the conclusion that the answer is love. The answer to everything is love in one way or another. We must come from a place of love. We must come from a place of compassion. And that is the solution to everything. So I stopped giving conspiracy theories pretty much any energy. And it's not that I don't think that some of that stuff is real or really happening, but I chose not to feed that with my energy. And that to me is part of breaking through the deception, because even the breaking through of the deception of the conspiracy theories that help to open my eyes, getting too wrapped up in that is also then kind of buying into the deception. Yes, you might not you might have broken through the surface level deception, but the underneath deception is still there as well. The deception of, you need to be aware of everything that is going on, and how does that make you feel, and it's feeding these darker energies. So don't feed the darker energy. That is why we must always be turning towards the light. And that is the purpose of this video, is for you to see the deception on the surface level, but understand that the deception goes much deeper than that. And we need to be aware. We need to be on our toes for this. And I'm not saying don't be afraid of this. Don't be afraid, oh, am I being deceived again? Is this another deception? Your discernment, your intuition will tell you if it is or not. Go within and ask that question, but always be turning towards the light. Always be going back to that faith. Always be going back to that deep knowing of the connection, of the oneness. Always go back to that. Always turn towards the light, because that is how we are going to continue to be moving past these deceptions. And we need to be turning towards the light. Those of us that are awakened, we need to be turning towards the light, because a lot of society, a lot of the collective is starting to break through the surface level deception, but that is bringing them into almost a lower vibration. Because when you start to realize that your world is not as you thought it was, it can incite a lot of fear, and it can incite a lot of doubt. And that is kind of that dark night of the soul that you go through and come out. But the collective is not going to have to go through it as deeply as a lot of us have. And it's because of us that they're not going to have to. This is the gift that we are able to give. And this is a gift that we can give by going within and by turning towards the light and seeing through that deception, seeing through the deception of the deception. There's a lot of talk about the illusion that is crumbling right now, the illusion that is falling away, and our place to help aid that illusion to be, to fall away with more ease and grace than the illusion fell away for us, is we now, as people already on this journey as light warriors, we are here to wield the light. We are here to wield that vibration and to spread that light everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. Whether you are getting gas, or, going into a store, or answering the phone, or seeing friends and family, or whatever you do for work, wherever it is, we can spread light everywhere we go. We have the power within us to spread light wherever we go. We have the power within us to raise the vibration of everywhere we go. And within everything we do, we can bring God into every single thing we do. And that is what we must do as awakened people. This is our job. This is our mission. This is what we were here to do. And it looks differently for everyone, but know that even in the smallest, most mundane moments, we can be spreading the light, and that is what we need to do. Light, the divine energy, is encompassing the earth right now, and if we think about this light energy that is pouring into the earth. It is pouring into the earth, and it is coming from within the earth, but it is also surrounding the earth. So if it's coming from within and it's coming from without, what we need to be doing by spreading the light is connecting into that energy, connecting into that highest light, divine energy, and allowing that light to be channeled through us and then out through us. And that happens through our words, through our actions, through our feelings, the way that we consciously treat people and we treat each other. This is the time that we need to be having the most compassion than ever. We need to be treating each other with the most compassion. We need to be helping each other, and we need to be there for each other more than ever, because things are being shaken up right now with that illusion dissolving. We want to, I keep hearing we want to help our brothers and sisters get through this time with the most ease and grace, because we are all one. When we make something easier for another, we make it easier for ourselves. On a deep level, we are all the same energy. We are having individual experiences, but we are essentially all one energy. And let us not forget that during these times. Let us go forth. Let us spread that light, and let us be in the glory of God, because that is what we are here to do, and that is the mission that we are the soldiers of. So that is our message for today. My name is Anne. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.